So this is our first video in the assignment, but I want to make sure you do understand you should watch all of the videos in this Pear Deck, especially if you're struggling on the homework, finishing the Pear Deck, or whatever, because I try my best to include all of the answers in the Pear Deck itself, or something similar so that you can do other assignments. Okay? So let's go ahead and get started. We need to figure out how to analyze the PT graphs. First thing, when looking at this, if we want to calculate the velocity, we need to calculate slope. A lot of you already kind of understand this, so let's start at 0, and we're going to run until the velocity changes, which happens at 5 seconds. So we ran for 5 seconds, and we're going to rise for, we come over here, 25 meters. So our slope is 25 meters over 5 seconds, which is simply 5 meters per second. Okay? But then the slope changes over here. It is a flat line all the way up until 10 seconds, where the graph stops. So this is still for 5 seconds, but since it doesn't rise at all, there is 0 meters that you move, we can calculate this slope to be 0 meters over 5 seconds, which is simply 0 meters per second. Quick thing for this, it doesn't matter how long I go on this flat graph, the slope is not changing, so the slope stays the same. What this could look like is someone ran for 5 seconds, they stopped at 25 meters because let's say they got a cramp or something, and then they just stood there for another 5 seconds at least. That's kind of a scenario that you could think of that describes this graph. Last thing before we move on, position versus time graphs are literally just telling you how position changes over time. So there are a lot of really good pieces of information you can gather from there, which we'll go over in the rest of the videos. Okay, that's it for this one.